I take full blame for this because usually I make sure the books are set up, and I came over and thought the book was set up, but it wasn't. It was set up for the 30th week in Ordinary Time. And again, I usually check. So you had last week's reading. Actually, I'm going to blame Mary Lou because she's not here, okay? And she would have caught that too.
I prepared for Romans 13.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't Romans 13, but I thought, well, maybe.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good, Patty. So just Mary Lou's fault. We'll blame her, okay? Here is the reading. It's a short one, so I'll read it to you quickly. Brothers and sisters, owe nothing to anyone except to love one another. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. The commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not kill, you shall not covet, and whatever other commandment they may be, are summed up namely in this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no evil to the neighbor, hence love is the fulfillment of the law. Boy, didn't we just hear in the gospel, if anyone comes to me without hating his father, mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, cannot be my disciple? Head scratcher. Right? How do the two reconcile? Well, it's actually very easy. Okay, and it's this. We have to know when St. Paul uses the word love, what does he mean? And I would contend that the way that St. Paul uses love isn't the way that we use it today. Because at the very end of St. Paul's first reading here, love does no evil to the neighbor. And boy, do we not often use the word love to justify and be complacent to the moral evils that are around us. It's often used as a justification. Just love one another. Don't worry about what they do. Love does no evil. Sometimes love requires the correction of a neighbor. Now, sometimes it's not our place. I get it, but sometimes it is. Love for St. Paul is associated with the word sacrifice. It's literally the laying down of one's own body, because he compares love to the cross, how Christ laid down his own body for the salvation of the world. It's not sentimental, it's not warm and fuzzy, but sometimes love is tough. Which is why, again, and St. Paul talks about this internal struggle that he has earlier on, in this great letter to the Romans, this internal struggle that he has between doing what is good and what is evil. It's tough. And likewise, thinking of Jesus, thinking of the words of Sunday's gospel, what's the greatest commandment? You got to love your Lord, your God, with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and all your strength. Everything, the whole body, the whole person, the whole self given over to God. And even father and mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters, if they are a deterrent, even they are a deterrent from your love of God, then we have to choose God first. We have to choose God first. And that's what Jesus is getting at here. Not that we should have just to start hating, our family members and stuff like that, but he's trying to establish an order of all things. The primacy of all things is love, starting with God and coming down to our neighbor. But again, notice there's no room for sin. Moral evil has no place in the virtue of love. May God bless you.